We do want to share some video that we have for you of Clearwater Beach. This is a live picture, actually, of Clearwater Beach, and you can see right there just how South Gulfview Avenue. Bobby Deskins is here, and Bobby, you and I were just talking, and I said I don't remember the water really coming up like this in the last 10 years that I can really remember.
Me neither. 15 for me, and I don't remember. That's the road. Whoa, hey.
Hey, hello.
If you're going, if you're coming on to Clearwater Beach and you go towards the Clearwater Pass, you turn south, you can go straight, or you can take that road that takes you right along the beach. And there's a sidewalk over here. This is the road. And that's part of it. And then you can see the water that's there as well, too. So what happened, and there's an area down here towards Opal Sands where you get a lot of water, even on like a real high king tide with any kind of wind. But this is obviously washed up there. And there's actually more of that where it came from. The numbers have been running around 4 feet above average. So we can look at where the predicted tide is, right? You go tide tables. We know the tide should be here, but we know that the level is up here. That difference is about 3 to 4 feet for most areas around Tampa Bay area. It's about 2 to 3 feet when you get up towards Crystal River, but it's going to go real high for them because the tide's coming up short. It's a king tide from full moon tomorrow or today, but the surge, and they're going to get more surge up there. If we can jump over to weather 2 or weather 1, yeah, perfect, guys. Thank you. There's the storm. If you've been watching all day and night, this wind field was this big. Now it's that big. And that's the problem with this thing growing. Because now look where the higher winds are. Instead of them being out here, they're now getting pushed up against the coast. And this was the forecast. We kind of knew that this was coming, right? Even though it was going to the north, it's not going to go a little northeast like this, just go east of Tallahassee. But because the wind field is expanding, because it's getting stronger, still the highest winds are going to stay right here around the center. But that's why we're saying the peak surge is coming up here 6, 7, 8 o'clock this morning. Right, so we still got a ways to go. We're going to add another 2 feet at least to what we have out there for many locations, and the numbers are coming up as far as the tracks go as well. There we go. So look at that wind direction onshore. Gust of 45 in St. Pete just now, 52 in Tampa, 47 in Clearwater, 47 down in Sarasota. Mike, where was that? Was a 70 mile per hour gust? Sarasota Braden International Airport had a 72, you said, or 70? 70, 72, something like that, right? Now, look at Mahaffey Theater. This is 3rd Street. I know it's real tough to see right here, but this is from Mahaffey Theater. That's 3rd Street right there. This is the marina off to the right, okay? You can see the sidewalk that's right here, and basically the water's right there. We had Jenny down at the Vinoy earlier, and she was on that sidewalk where the little marina is there. This has come up probably about half a foot, almost a foot. I'd say about half a foot, almost a foot since then, and that was about 2 hours ago. Let's get you back out to the beach. Again, here's Gulfview. That's part of the sidewalk that you're seeing there that's full of water. Downtown Tampa Bay, and I really zoomed this one in. This is Bayshore Boulevard. Right up here, you know where they keep the big boat for Gasparilla? They keep it docked right across from TGH. The boat would be sitting right here. TGH is right here. All right. That area is still not letting water in, but we do have areas of Bayshore that have water on it. Some of that's from the rainfall, but some of this is from this tide level coming up. And I do expect this to come up another foot at least. So these numbers are going to continue to go high as far as that's concerned. This is our station here. And one of the reasons why we are at this place we're at now is because this is all water and marshy water, and we're watching for that water to come up here into the parking lot. And if you look close, it looks like, right, that's a drainage here that goes down into that. It looks like that's starting to fill up. So I think the water level is sitting here is just about getting to the parking lot there, and it should go up again another foot or so. And it looks like it's starting to pile up some water over here in the corner. So we're just now what time we got? We got 10 after 4. I'm thinking that peak is between 6 to 8 a.m. So we got some ways to go with it here. And the forecast winds will be coming down, but it's going to be slow to happen. Here's 8 a.m. So there's not much of a decrease in the winds between now and 8 a.m. and the tide's coming up in that time frame as well too. So sun's up, right around 7 o'clock, we're going to get civil twilight right around 6:30 or so. So in just about 2.5 hours, our cameras, our reporters, you're going to see a whole lot more of that water. It'll be a whole lot easier to see it out there. Guys?